For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves! For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team
What are you doing?
I'm teaching customers the power of patience to reduce stress while they wait to talk to somebody about their vehicle issues.
I don't know, man. Sitting like this is stressing my legs out.
He doesn't have to wait. He made an appointment online. When his car is ready, we'll give him a call.
Now that sounds less stressful.
Another satisfied customer.
No stress with Point S.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of
What are you doing?
I'm teaching customers the power of patience to reduce stress while they wait to talk to somebody about their vehicle issues.
I don't know, man. Sitting like this is stressing my legs out.
He doesn't have to wait. He made an appointment online. When his car is ready, we'll give him a call.
Now that sounds less stressful.
Another satisfied customer.
No stress with Point S.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property, it's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Working at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is more than just a job. For many, it's a multi-generational career path. It's a way to provide a suitable living for you and your family. It's an environment based on the well-being of each and every employee, with an intense emphasis on safety. So whether you're a recent high school graduate or nearing retirement, visit Simplot.com and select careers. That's Simplot.com and select careers. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, a world of career opportunities.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
No stress with Point S.
Welcome, fans. Brandy Taylor, Patience Jenkins here in Casper, Wyoming at the Ford Wyoming Center to bring you 4A state volleyball. As usual, we are behind schedule.
Surprise.
Only an hour, though. I've seen worse. Lady Braves are just taking the court for their warm-up. We still have about 7 minutes left of warm-up. They've been off the net watching the Thunder Basin Bolts warm up. So we still have a little bit of warm-up time here, but we're going to go over a few things. We are behind schedule because 2 of the
matches,
there's only been 2 so far, right?
Yes, but both of them went to 5.
Yeah, 5 sets, both of those. So it's definitely state volleyball when those things go that way. And the first match, talk a little bit about that, Pay. That was Evanston and Laramie, a 1 and 4 seed.
Right. We thought Laramie was going to just come in and roll over Evanston, and we got text as we were traveling that Evanston actually took the first set.
Yeah.
And then they went 5. They lost that 5th one.
Yeah, so it was back and forth. Evanston won the first, Laramie won the second, Evanston won the third, and then Laramie won the 4th. And then we got here in time to see the 4th and the 5th set. Laramie kind of rolled over them in the 5th set, 15 to 8,
Yes,
8 or 9.
right.
So it really wasn't very close, actually, by that time. I think, Evanston came out and surprised them a little bit. But actually, they played really well. And Laramie, we saw and heard, missed a lot of serves.
Yeah. Laramie, however, has some really great size that definitely came in at advantage.
And experience.
Yep. Lots of seniors.
2 girls well over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Play all the way around, so they're impressive.
Yeah, and play good defense for tall girls in that back row. I was impressed.
Yeah, and then we just watched Green River and Sheridan go 5 sets also, which was Green River coming in as the 2 seed from the west, Sheridan as the 3 seed from the east. And Green River pulling that out 15-13 in the 5th. So another close one. And I think that just goes to show you, this is anybody's tournament. Anybody can win this weekend. These are all pretty evenly matched teams.
Yes, absolutely. And Cokeville advanced as well.
In 5.
Yes, in 5. So as Brandy was saying, anything can happen. At regionals, we found that out. At state, it still rings true. So we'll see how this one pans out. Lady Braves are feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, that's, we feel like they're clicking right now, the Lady Braves are. They played really well at the regional tournament. Stole a set from Kelly Walsh, who comes in as the number 1 seed. They'll play after this, after the Lady Braves and Thunder Basin here. And, we'll see how things go with their match, too. But Lady Braves clicking. Talking to Coach Schwab just a little bit on the way over here, he said that he's really impressed with Thunder Basin's setter. That's something the Lady Braves are going to key on. Is she's aggressive. She will go up and attack on the second contact. So they're going to be ready for her. Hopefully they're going to be waiting for that. He also said that their libero is very good, so we'll see, if the Lady Braves serve away from her, try to keep her from touching the ball as much as possible.
Which I think is a great plan, right?
Absolutely.
Keep it away from your best passer. That's just good strategy.
Definitely keep it away from them. He also talked about that they have a very balanced attack, and they moved some kids around from last year. They're a girl that was one of their big middle blockers last year. They moved her to the outside. She's their leader in kills. So they've got their game plan. They've got their strategy lined out. He said, overall it's anybody's game. And he said if we can show up with energy and play our game, we have just as much of a chance to win it as anybody. And I like that attitude. And I think he's right. I mean, the way the Lady Braves played last weekend at regionals, they're playing their best volleyball of the season right now. And for the most part, we know they're healthy. A couple of little nagging injuries. We're going to see, what their lineup is, who they go with here. But he says we just need to do what we do best, mix up our offense, play relentless defense. I like that word, relentless defense.
And that is exactly how I would describe our defense with Cameron Mackey back there.
Yeah. And then he also said they need to play for each other and just get things done. And that's pretty crucial. That might be as crucial, if not more crucial than anything else at this point in the season, is which team is clicking well, playing together, playing for each other, and no selflessness, no No me attitudes, just we can get this done. That's who's going to win it, because really skill level, things are pretty balanced across the board with these 4A teams.
Well, and Brandy, how many times have we come to this tournament and we've watched a team that has been successful all season long just crumble because, you know, there's some selfishness going on.
Can't handle the pressure.
Can't handle the pressure. There's a lot of things that come into play that you don't think that would affect volleyball.
Yeah,
but it totally does.
There is a lot. You know, this is a very different setting, too. We talk about this every year. If you've never been to the Wyoming Ford Center for State Volleyball.
Also, I'm so proud of you for not saying Casper Event Center, but it's written largely on the wall.
It is written on the wall, and I have to look at it every time. I'm not going to deny that, because it was the Casper Event Center for how many years? Now it's changed to the Ford Wyoming Center. I'm probably going to mess up by the time we're done this weekend, but so far I'm 1 for 1, maybe 2 for 2.
You are 2 for 2.
Anyways, this building is huge, number one, but there are 4 volleyball courts laid out. The court itself is blue. The surrounding floor is gray. There's a net up in the middle that divides 2 of the 4 courts.
Right down the middle.
And it's a horseshoe-shaped building here as far as the seating goes. And you know, Lady Braves on the 4A court, which is the same court as last year, I believe. Or did they flip-flop with 3A?
They flipped it with 3A.
They
so
do
we
that.
were over on the other side.
They do flip-flop with 3A every year. But we are down on the horseshoe end of it, where there is a little more seating because of the bigger schools doing that. Yeah, we're working on some audio issues still as we get things set up and hooked up and going.
What did you?
We'll keep working on that too. See if we can get some of this gain
to work. We're working on it. Lady Braves are out taking the court. They're about to start starting lineups.
So they're going to do starting lineups for Star Valley.
Number 2, Hallie Hokinson. Number 6, Peyton Hokinson. Number 8, Addie Christensen. Number 20, Ruby Hill. For 23, Charlie Neuschwander. 24, Shayna Casey. Number 4, Cameron Mackey. Starters for Thunder Basin. Number 3, Ashton Ketchum. Number 6, Trayson Hilliard.
Number
7, Ashley Rogie.
Number 10,
Ellie Hathstrider. 25, Piper Martin, and 29, Brady Barnes.
So a lot of seniors on this. It looks like number 2 also, Reese McGrath, the libero.
Okay.
A lot of seniors on both these teams. I think both teams we counted have 6 seniors. We know Lady Braves was 6. We counted 6 on the Thunder Basin roster also. So very evenly matched as far as experience goes. Officials and line judges making their way across the court, and there's the whistle for the 2 teams to meet at the net and shake hands. So we're going to do our best without video today to describe to you what's happening here at the Ford Wyoming Center on the 4A court.
And you are in luck, because Brandy's a very detailed, descriptive person.
I'm going to try to keep up. Sometimes I get behind, and trying to figure out names of the other team too is always a challenge, but we'll get it figured out as we go and see if we can figure out lineups. Their Thunder's lineup. Lady Braves look like they are starting with the usual lineup. They will receive, so they're backed up one in rotation 6. So we've got Hallie Hokanson right front, Shayna Casey middle front, Charlie Noonschwander left front, Addie Christensen left back, Peyton Hokanson right back, and then Cameron Mackey comes in for Ruby Hill. Peyton Hokanson middle back, Cameron will play right back. And to serve for the Thunder Basin Bolts, 25?
Martin.
Piper Martin with the serve. I believe she's set. Casey's going to tip on the outside, so already I'm behind. Mackey with the pass. Hokanson out to Casey. She tips right over the block, and that's a side out for the Lady Braves.
And now Hallie Hokanson will serve.
Braves go up 1-0. Good pass here. Thunder's going to go outside. Blocked!
Charlie Noonschwander and Addie both in on that.
That's a stuff block by the Lady Braves. 2-0. So the set went to the outside. Lady Braves with the block. Hokanson will serve again. Middle back deep. Libero has to step in and help. Roll shot from the outside. Dug up by Peyton. Hallie will back set to Christensen. Off the block. Dug in the middle back by the Bolts. They'll go outside again. Another roll shot. Dug by Peyton. Outside to Casey. Big swing. Cross court drills right in the corner in front of the line judge. He has to play a little dodgeball, and he lost because it hit him.
It did.
He's out in dodgeball.
Faster than that.
It bounced and hit him. Big swing by Shayna Casey. So Lady Braves up 3-0. Hokanson serves again. This one's deep middle again. Nice pass this time. Quick in the middle. Tip. Addie Christensen digs. Bump set out to Casey. She'll stand and swing, and that's wide.
Do you know what, though? I do like the standing swing versus a free ball. I feel like Lady Braves gave too many free balls in regional, so I hope that's something that Coach Schwab talked about. So I will take that standing swing.
Yeah, a little more control on that, but it's not an easy ball. So short serve to Shayna Casey. She overpasses. Back set this time. There's a tip. Addie Christensen dives and plays it up. Outside to Casey. She whiffs it, and it drops in the middle of the court of the Bolts, and she puts her hand on her mouth like, whoa, I didn't mean to do that.
She has a seat. Avery England checks in to serve.
4-1 here in set one. Good pass here. Martin will back set. Roll shot. Hallie Hokanson dives and saves it. Peyton tries to help her, but they can't keep it alive. Hokanson and England kind of run into each other on that, trying to save it.
Hostrader gets her first kill, and number 2, McGrath, is back to serve.
Libero serving for the Bolts. England passes it straight up. Hallie comes way off the net, sets it outside to Christensen. It's Doug. Bolts will go outside, blocked by the Braves, but covered by the Bolts. Tipped by the setter. England covers it. Middle to Noonschwander. Big swing across her body, and Piper Martin can't keep it in play.
There, just couldn't get her hands up fast enough.
Charlie goes up and swings across her body. Cameron Mackey with the short serve. Martin will go outside this time. Dug by Mackey down the line. Bump set by Hokanson to the middle. Two-handed tip by Ruby.
In such a great spot. That right side blocker pulled over to the middle, and Ruby saw it.
Ruby tips.
Somebody told her, and it was a nice two-handed tip right to the perfect
short
spot.
Right. It's another short serve by Mackey. Played up, short, quick to the middle, and that's a kill.
By Barnes.
She didn't hit it very hard. It just kind of drops right in front of the Lady Braves.
Hostrader is back to serve.
6-3, Braves up in set one. Passed above her head by Hokanson. Hallie will back set to Christensen, dug by the libero. Martin goes outside, dug up by England. Here's Peyton Hokanson from the outside. On the angle, dug by the libero. Tipped by the setter. Braves are there. Peyton with the roll shot. Dug by the Bolts. They'll go outside again. Off the block, dug by England. Hallie will go to her sister again. Tip down the line. Bolts are there.
Tip. We push it back to the
down
corner.
The line. Still going in this rally. Sorry, I got a little behind. And there's a tip by the outside that finds the floor on the Lady Braves side.
It was number 5, Mooney.
So back to serve are the Bolts.
Picked up by Hokanson. Back set. Addie takes it. Dug up to the outside for Thunder. Down.
Big swing from the outside that time. Gets past the Braves block.
And that was Mooney again with a big swing. Hostrader still serving.
England with a good pass. Tipped by Hokanson. She's going to get it. She tips it behind her towards the sideline. So Lady Braves up 7-5 right now.
And Addie Christensen will roll back to serve. This has been a great rotation for the Lady Braves.
Christensen serves deep. Little out of system here. Libero will bump set to the outside. Dug up by England. Mackey has to bump set. Free ball from the Lady Braves. Martin goes quick middle. Braves are there with the block.
Ruby Hill.
There's the block. Hill and Hokanson, I believe. Hallie.
Yeah, Hallie.
Or was it Peyton? I think it was on the outside. One of the two Hokanson sisters were in on that. Martin will go quick middle this time. Dug by Mackey. Outside to Peyton. Sharp angle that time.
Great angle by Peyton.
Peyton with the kill. Hallie had to come across the net and just kind of set it straight up to her sister there. And Peyton goes sharp angle inside the block towards the sideline and gets it. Christensen serves again, short. Martin goes quick middle again. Oh, that one across her body. That's a kill by the Bolts. Ruby up there by herself. Took away the wrong angle. And that's a kill out of the quick middle for the Bolts. McGrath, I think, back to serve. I can't tell what their numbers are. They're hard to read.
Yep.
Good pass, quick in the middle to Hill. She gets the touch and the kill. Nice pass by Mackey. So Hallie and Ruby run the quick attack and get the side out. Braves up by 4 here in set 1.
Peyton back to serve. Shayna Casey checks back in.
Hokanson off the top of the net. Tight ball, tipped over. Casey digs it. Hallie tips. Bolts are there. Outside, tipped. Braxton has to dive for it. Hokanson goes out to Casey, and she gets the kill on the angle. Nice effort by Braxton to keep that alive. And Casey finds the inside sharp angle. Lady Braves gotten most of their kills on that sharp cross-court angle right now. Peyton Hokanson with a good serve. Outside. Oh. Ooh, so Libero with a perfect pass. Martin sets a quick set to the outside, and who was that?
That is Ketchum. She leads their team in kills.
Ashton Ketchum puts it away from the outside.
Great timing on the Thunder.
That was good timing. Short serve. That ball drops right in front of Braxton Ware, and that's an ace. I don't know if she just didn't see it, didn't read it. I mean, it's a great short serve, but Braxton usually doesn't let that ball drop. He'll serve again. Deep this time. Peyton passes it up. Ruby Hill has to help. Lady Braves will free ball. Martin's going to go quick in the middle again, and that's another kill. The quick slide. I shouldn't say slide. Quick shoot to the middle. And they get another kill off of that. Braves get a piece of it, but not enough to slow it down. Here's another short serve. Mackey gets under it. Outside to Casey. She goes down the line this time and tools the block. So off the block. She was blocked, but it does go out of bounds on the Lady Braves side.
She went to the ground. I was glad to see her get up.
Yeah, I think she was dodging it a little bit. Hill with the pass. Tight pass. Outside tipped. Ware can't get to this one either. She gets a hand on it, but not enough to keep it up, keep it alive.
And that was Ketchum again. I believe this is Hostrader to serve.
That's Martin, the setter, serving there. Outside to Casey, roll shot, dug up by the libero. Back set, off the block. Ware plays it up. Peyton's going to help her. Tipped over by Casey. She can't get it. And that's a kill for Shayna Casey. Lady Braves with the point. They're up 13-10 here in set 1. Hoganson serves. Hallie Here comes a swing from the outside, dug by Peyton. Hallie will go to Shayna. She's blocked, covered by Peyton Hokinson. Big bump set to Shayna. She'll stand and roll shot that over. Dug by the libero. Coming back at the Lady Braves. Mackey's there. Back set to Christensen. On the angle, chicken wings keep it alive, and they send it over. Peyton up to Hallie. Middle to Noonschwander. Big swing dug by Martin. Libero comes running in for the second contact. Right side dug by Mackey. Shayna Casey on the outside. She's blocked. She covers it up herself. Hallie Hokinson will send it over. Libero up to Martin. Out to the outside. Dug by Cameron Mackey. Back set to Christensen. Down the line. Nice dig by the libero. Martin goes outside again. Mackey with the one-arm save. Shayna Casey will free ball it over. Here come the Thunderbolts. Back set this time. Tipped. Noonschwander plays it up. Hokinson goes to Casey, but she free balls it over again. Lady Braves given too many easy balls right now. Hallie Hokinson sends it over on two, but the libero's there. Here comes that setter tip, and she gets it.
And we know that's coming from Martin.
Piper Martin with the kill.
But Ketchum rotates back to serve. She's kind of been hurting us on the outside, so hopefully Braves will capitalize on this.
Braves sending too many easy balls over instead of making the Bolts work for it. Here's an out of system. Braves are going to have to free ball this over. Martin's going to go quick middle again. Braves are there on the block. Thunderbolts play it over. Hallie's going to go outside to Casey. Big swing dug by the libero. They have to run it down. They are going to get the free ball back over. Here's Mackey. Quick in the middle to Noonschwander on the angle. Dug by Martin. They'll go outside. There's a tip. Hallie's there. Bump set by Mackey. Roll shot by Casey. Dug up by the Bolts. Tipped over by the setter. Peyton's there. Back set from Hallie to Christensen. Off the block. Dug by the libero. Outside go the Bolts down the line, and Mackey can't get a hold of it. That was a good shot down the line. Mackey gets a hand on it but can't keep it alive.
Yeah, that's Mooney picking up her third kill of the match.
So Braves lead down to 1 as the Bolts making a little bit of a run here. Here's McGrath to serve. Mackey with the pass. Hokinson has come off the net outside to Noonschwander. She hits that in the net and we're tied. So a hitting error by the Lady Braves. And McGrath goes back to serve again. 13-13, we're in set 1. Jump serve. Hokinson or Mackey with a good serve or pass this time.
Christensen
middle
and blocked.
Addie out of the middle, and she's blocked. So the Bolts take the lead for the first time. McGrath goes back to serve again. Casey with the pass this time. Hallie has to chase it into the 3A court, right into the net. Lady Braves can't do anything with it. So serve receive right now. Got the Lady Braves struggling. Coach Swab says timeout. Let's talk about something for a minute. We'll take a quick timeout too and be back to the Ford Wyoming Center with more Lady Braves volleyball at the 4A State Tournament.
What are you doing?
I'm teaching customers the power of patience to reduce stress while they wait to talk to somebody about their vehicle issues.
I don't know, man. Sitting like this is stressing my legs.
We're back at the Ford Wyoming Center. Lady Braves get the side out, coming out of the timeout with a hitting error by the Bolts. They go up 15-14.
Avery England checks in to serve. Shayna Casey has a seat.
Peyton Hoganson rotates to the front row. England with the serve down the sideline just fades out of bounds. So the Braves give it right back, and we're tied at 15. Libero goes back to serve.
McGrath.
Deep serve off of Peyton Hoganson's arms. Cameron Mackey has to help it, and Christensen will push it over. Bolts play it up and go outside.
And that's out of bounds, hitting it by the Thunderbolts.
Laney Mooney hits it long. Braves wisely let it go.
Cameron Mackey comes back to serve.
Short serve by Cameron. Bolts play it up. That back set. Oh, between the block, that's a kill.
Hofstrader.
Ellie Hofstrader. She'll go back to serve. We're tied at 6 now. I got the score wrong again. Sorry. Oh, that's an ace. Let's see if I can get the scoreboard caught up here. 18-15. I thought that was wrong coming out of the timeout there. Thunder Basin up by 3, 18-15 here. Another good serve. Braves out of system. Ruby Hill. Oh, Ruby has to go up and joust and loses that joust as Brady Barnes goes up and pushes it down with authority.
Well, it's hard to joust when you're watching it come up around your head and trying to turn it.
Bolts will serve again. England passes it straight up. Out of system, there's a swing by Hoganson. Doug to the outside. Hallie gets a hand under it. Peyton has to send it over. Quick in the middle come the Bolts. Mackey runs it down. Bump set to the outside. Lady Braves will give another free ball. Martin goes outside for the Bolts.
And they're going to call the Thunderbolts into the net.
So on the swing there by Mooney, she hits the net. Braves get the side out. Much needed side out.
Right, Addie Christensen will roll back to serve.
Braves playing out of system a lot right now. Christensen with the serve. Good pass. Quick in the middle. There's a tip. Hill will play it up. Out to Peyton. She'll tip. Bolts are there. Libero will send over a free ball. England passes it up. Hallie has come way off the net again. Peyton on the angle. Bolts keep it alive. They're going to free ball it over. Hallie go quick middle to Ruby. Tip.
Oh, she's going to get
that one to fall.
Addie Christensen will serve. Dug up by Ketchum to the center, to the outside. There's a standing swing that's picked up. We pick it up, we go to the outside. That's tipped, knuckleballed over. So, setter attack from Thunder Basin. Lady Braves try to run it down. We cannot. Lady Thunderbolts go up 20-17. The serve picked up by Ware, pushed to the, we run the slide, Ruby gets it, Libero picks it up for Thunder, quick three is dug and blocked, sent over on one, Braxton shoots it over, Libero for Thunder, big swing by Ketchum and she gets the kill.
So Ruby with a pretty good block that time, but the Bolts cover it and then they come back on the attack in the outside and find a hole in the Lady Braves defense. 21-17. Bolts serve. England with a good pass this time. Out to Peyton Hoganson on the angle. Dug by the Libero. Martin will go to the outside. Mackey digs it up. Hallie will give it to Peyton again. Middle back. She's dug. Libero bump sets to the outside. There's a tip. Braxton Ware's there. Hallie goes to Peyton again. She tips deep down the line and gets it.
That one was a good tip. I like, there was nobody there down the line.
Mixing it up a little bit.
Yep. Peyton's going to rotate back to serve. Shayna Casey checks in. Front row.
Peyton with the jump serve. Good pass by the Libero. Back set, quick. Off Braxton Ware and out of bounds. That's a side out for the Bolts.
And that kill was by Barnes. She's going to rotate back to serve.
That was a good quick attack from the back.
I'm pretty sure that was a foot fault.
Look close. We're underway here. Braves send it over, dug by the bolts. They come back from the outside, and that's long. Braves let it go. Side out, Lady Braves.
Ruby Hill will rotate back to serve. Charlie Neuschwander is now front row. Lady Braves need to pick up some intensity here.
Hill with the serve. Martin goes outside, dug up by Hill. Hallie tries to send it over on two as she scrambled to get to it, and she hits it into the net. So side out for the bolts.
And Martin will rotate back to serve.
23-19, Braves down by 4. Mackey with a decent pass this time. Middle to Neuschwander, power tip, dug by Martin, sent back over. Ware's there. Hallie goes out to Casey. She's blocked. That's a stuff block by the bolts.
By Rogie.
And the bolts go to set point number 1, 24-19. Martin will serve. Mackey with the pass. Hokanson out to Casey. Roll shot, dug up, sent all the way back over. Ware is there, middle to Neuschwander, tip, dug up by the bolts. They'll go middle, off the block, and finds a hole on the Lady Braves side, and that's set 1.
19-25.
So we saw the Lady Braves struggle on
serve receive
that set. A lot of deep serving.
Yeah, we started off okay and then gradually just couldn't pass, and then we played out a system and gave way too many easy free balls to the Thunderbolts, and then they made us pay for it.
Yeah, they were in system quite a bit. The Piper Martin, their setter, she runs pretty tight ship. She had all 3 hitters attacking pretty consistently. And we just didn't see the defensive intensity that we saw from the Lady Braves last weekend.
Not yet.
Need to maybe get some hands up on the blocking.
Yep, slow it down a little bit. Lady Braves need to come out hot.
It is a quick offense that the Thunderbolts run, but
not as fast as what they've seen.
They're not the Thunderbolts. Maybe they are the Thunderbolts. Yeah, they played with Kelly Walsh a lot better last week, and their offense is quicker.
Right. So we'll see what adjustments are made. We'll see if they spin the dial. That's always, I know Coach Schwab isn't afraid to do that.
Right.
And so we'll see.
I don't feel like this Thunder Basin team is head and shoulders above and better than the Lady Braves. I do feel like the Lady Braves' intensity level is not as high as we've seen, and a lot of that I think is just the intimidation of this setting. This is a crazy place to play volleyball. It's not your usual gymnasium, hardwood floor
venue. Right?
It's different. And the kids do take a little while to adjust to it.
Well, hopefully they don't take too long. Lady Braves need to come out hot from this first set. Like they're firefighters coming in to do something amazing.
I would take some firefighter intensity right now for sure from the Lady Braves. You can see they're just a little shell-shocked right now.
Yep, and too quiet. Our energy, like we need to have, this is not our style of play. Usually we are talking, we're laughing, we're pretty sober.
Yeah.
But we did not spin the dial. Hallie Hokanson will serve.
We are underway. Bad pass, but saved by the bolts. Tip down the line. Hallie has to play it. Cameron will bump set. Hallie's going to push it over. Martins tips it over deep corner. Oh, Peyton Hoganson tries to play it up. Cameron was diving for it, and neither one of them can keep it in play.
So side out, and Thunderbolts go up 1-0. Here's the serve. Casey digs it. That pushes to the middle. Addie Christensen tips it, finding a hole.
Addie finds the tip right over the block out of the middle. She hits out of the middle just once in a while there.
And she's been quiet. That's her first kill of this match. Avery England's going to check in to serve. Shayna Casey has a seat.
Good serve this time by England. Bolts will go outside. Hits angle, and England digs it. Hallie sets it to her sister. She hits long. So Hallie had to come way off the net as Avery digs it straight up. Hallie's had to come off the net a lot already tonight, more than she's used to, I think. Lady Braves back row struggling just to get that ball right front to her so she can run an offense. Serving is number 3, Ashlyn Ketchum. Good in-system play here. Charlie tips. Bolts play it up off the block, right side, swing on the angle, that's out. So Braves side out.
Tied at 2, we'll take it. Cameron Mackey's going to rotate back to serve, and Ruby checks in.
Mackey with the serve. Played up by Ketchum. Martin will back set this time. Big swing between the block. Hallie gets a piece of it. England runs it down way off the court, and Mackey sends it over with the free ball. Martin will go outside this time. Oh, and she punches it down the front of Addie Christensen. Going down the line was 5, Mooney. You don't see that very often. It doesn't get down the front of Addie very often.
No, but she's fixing her hands and thinking about it. Here's a serve from number 2, McGrath.
Tight ball sent over by Hoganson on 2. Bolts play it up. There's a joust at the net.
Mooney went up, Addie went up. Addie didn't get any piece of it.
Mooney beat her to it and pushed it down with 2 hands. So the Bolts get the point. And Reese McGrath serves again, the libero. Mackey with the pass. Hallie comes way off the net again. She'll back set to Christensen. Dug up. Goes to the outside. Dug by England. Out to Peyton. Roll shot. Bolts are there. Sent over on the second ball. Braves scramble. Peyton gets a swing at it. Bolts dig it up. Middle this time. On the angle, dug by England. Out to Peyton Hoganson again. Deep angle this time, dug by the libero. Outside again, blocked by the Braves!
That's Addie and Ruby. We needed that.
So the outside hitter swings into the Hill Christensen block. Comes back on the Bolt side, lands on the sideline. Braves side out.
Addie to serve.
Short serve, dug up by the libero. Quick in the middle. Across her body, one blocker, she gets it through. Christensen tries to dig it above her head, but can't keep it in play. Bolts side out. Back to serve is number 10, Ellie Hostreiter. Another senior for Thunder Basin. England with the overpass. Bolts are going to set it up. Outside, there's a hitting error by Mooney. So Braves dodge one there on the overpass.
Peyton Hoganson rotates back to serve. Shayna Casey comes in. Somebody needs to say, amigos, it's time to play some ball.
Let's go, amigos. Hoganson with the short serve into the net. Back to the Bolts. 6-4. Braves can't give them any easy ones. Down 1 set to none already.
Hilliard back to serve.
Ooh, that's a good serve cross court. Peyton Hoganson gets behind it. Hallie bump sets all the way out to Casey. She's dug in the middle back. Tipped over on 2 by the Bolts and finds the sideline. That was the middle blocker.
Yeah, that was number 29, Barnes.
Usually it's the setter sending that over.
A good heads-up play.
7-4. Hilliard serves again. Off the tape of the net. Hallie sticks her arm out to save it. Ware tries to save it, and it goes into the 3A court. So the dribbler off the net, that's a pretty good effort by the Lady Braves because those are almost impossible to get.
So ace by Hilliard.
She'll get the ball to serve again. Braves struggling on serve receive today. This one's Ware. Another bad pass. Mackey has to help. Sent over by Casey. Bolts dig it up. Tip out of the middle, and that finds the floor.
That was Barnes again.
So Braves continue to struggle on serve receive and defense right now. They trail 4-9 in set 2. Another good serve by Hilliard. Hallie has to play it out of the net. Ware sends it over. Martin's going to go quick to the outside, and the Braves can't play that up. It lands in front of Mackey. It's another quick attack to the outside.
Yeah, that's Ketchum again.
So Piper Martin runs a quick offense, shoots it out to Ketchum, who jumps quickly, swings quickly. Star Valley block can't get there. And that's another point for the Bolts with Hilliard serving. This time into the net. Braves needed that.
We'll take it. Ruby Hill's going to rotate back to serve. Cam has a seat for a second. Charlie comes in. I still feel like our ladies need to up their energy.
Yeah, been quiet. Too quiet. Hill with the serve. Libero up to Martin. In system. Tip blocked by Casey. She reached out and blocks the tip at the last second and sends it back.
One finger.
And Lady Braves get the point on the tip, or on the block of the tip. Hill serves again. Libero with the pass. Martin has to bump set, roll shot from the outside. Lady Braves in system, out to Casey.
Extra ball on the court. We're going to have a replay.
The one time the Lady Braves get in system, a ball rolls on the court. How's that for you? So Hill will go back to serve again. 6-10. Short cross-court serve. Bump set to the outside. Off the net is Ketchum. Dug up by, we got a new one in the game. Is that Taylor?
Campbell checked in.
Ooh, and there's a power tip by the setter.
Martin with another kill.
Sorry, I lost track of what was going on because we had a new face on the floor for the Lady Braves. Thunderbolts will serve again. Ooh, Ware takes one that was probably out of bounds. Noonschwander swings angle, dug up by the Bolts. They'll send a free ball back to the Lady Braves. Ware up to Hokanson. She has to knuckleball it over, too tight. Quick in the middle come the Bolts, and diving Mackey can't keep it in play.
Rogie picking up her first kill of the game.
So Lady Braves ball control is really struggling right now. I think a lot of that I'm going to chalk it up to nerves for some of these players, I think. Outside this time to Noonschwander. She gets a big swing on the angle, and she says, let's go.
That started with a great pass from Taylor Campbell.
That's why she's in there. She's going to play some back row.
She's a sophomore.
Yeah. So Hallie Hokanson serves. Shank ball. That's an ace. Hallie with the ace.
We're due.
Absolutely due. Braves close it to within 4 here in set 2. Hallie will get the ball to serve again. Braves in a strong rotation right here in rotation 1. Hallie serves deep again. Libero goes up to Martin. She goes that quick shoot to the middle. Casey has to dive to save the tip. Bump set. Taylor sends it over from the back row. Another tip. Hokanson sends it back over on 2. Bolts are there. They'll send a free ball to the Lady Braves. 2 Lady Braves fight over it. Bump set out to Casey. She'll free ball it over again. Tip by the setter. Hallie plays it up. Taylor helps her. Hallie free balls it over. Outside this time go the Bolts. And that's a kill down the line by Ketchum. You just can't give them that many opportunities.
Nope.
Braves really struggling to get anything going right now. Offensively, Martin will serve. Mackey with a tough pass. Bump set, right side. Casey sends it deep. Bolts are there. They'll back set. Roll, and that goes out of bounds by the Bolts that time. Braves get it back.
All right, so Avery England will check back in. Shayna Casey, they're leaving Taylor Campbell in front row to swing.
She's going to play outside hitter.
Yep. So she's in Peyton's place.
In Peyton Hokanson's spot right now. There's the serve, little out of system here. Tip from the outside. Taylor gets under it. Hallie goes middle to Charlie. She has to tip 2 hands. Bolts are there. They'll go right side. Roll shot to the middle. Mackey dives and saves it. Lunch ball. Hokanson saves it. Mackey saves it again off the court.
That's outside the antenna by quite a ways. That line judge is on it.
Mackey.
Good hustle.
Yeah, she runs clear into the Star Valley bench to save that with one arm, but it goes over outside the antenna, so that's a point for the Bolts. Braves scrambling on defense. Good effort, but you want to see that ball control improve here soon. Deep serve, Taylor with a good pass. Right side to Christensen, down the line, that's a kill for Addie. So Taylor coming in and doing a pretty good job here as a sophomore.
Yeah, she got a little bit of play last year as a freshman, and she is not shook up very much for being so young.
Ooh, we got a replay, another ball on the court here. That could have been dangerous for a moment, but everybody's all right. So Cameron Mackey will go back to serve on a reserve as a ball from the 3A court came over. Good serve by Cameron. Libero makes a nice pass to the outside, off the block, dug by Howie. Cameron has a runner over to get to it. Outside to Taylor, off the dig. Bolts chase it clear to the end of the court and free ball it over. Howie will go middle this time to Ruby. Sent right back, lunch ball to Christensen, dug by the Bolts. Here come the Lady Braves on the outside. Tip, dug up by the Bolts. They'll go quick middle. Howie gets an arm on it, but no, nobody else can save it. Again, Lady Braves just sending some easy balls over the net right now, and the Bolts staying in system most of the time and keep attacking. Here's the libero with the serve. England passes right side to Christensen. Oh, off the block, finds the court on the Bolts side.
That kind of just dribbled to the inside and landed, but we're going to take it.
Yeah. So really, as poorly as the Lady Braves are playing right now, and I hate that I have to say that, they're only 4 points down. They're a little shell-shocked, a little nervous, a little tight, and there's a block by Hill.
And Taylor Campbell.
And Campbell on the back set by the Bolts. So Braves get another point and close it to within 3. Addie Christensen serves. Passed up by the libero. Martin pushes it to the middle. Another quick one. England dives and nobody helps her. Again, ball dropping on the Lady Braves defense. More balls have dropped today than I think all weekend combined last weekend.
Scrappy defense last weekend.
Yeah. Served by the Bolts down the line. England with the pass. Howie goes outside to Campbell. Swing, that's long, no touch. So Taylor hits it out. Bolts go up 17-12 here in set 2.
Hofstreiter will serve again.
That one goes long. Lady Braves talk to each other well. Let it go. Side out Braves.
Avery England checks out. Shayna Casey comes back in. Taylor Campbell to serve.
Campbell with the jump serve.
Way out.
That one floats out of bounds. I thought it might die for a minute in the corner, but it had a little too much on it. Some serving error by the Lady Braves gives it back to the Bolts. Trace and Hilliard to serve.
16. Pine Bluff takes a 1-0 lead.
Campbell passes it up, bump set in the middle to Hill, roll shot, Bolts are there. Martin's going to go quick middle, that's out.
They wanted a touch, didn't get it.
No touch. So she hits it long.
And Ruby Hill will rotate back to serve. Charlie checks back in.
Hill with the short serve, libero is there. Martin goes to the outside. Quick attack, Braves play it up and pinball it over. Martin gives it to the outside again. Middle back off Ruby Hill into the bleachers. So Bolts get it back. 19-14.
And Barnes will serve.
Ooh, she foot faulted. They did catch it. They caught it. She stepped right on that line. That's a foot fault as she served. We've seen that a couple times today, and it hasn't been called.
We're back in rotation 1 with Hallie Hokinson to serve.
Hallie with a good serve. That's an ace.
She's going to get an ace. That's her second.
Ooh, that was a rocket. Barely cleared the net right off of, I think that's
number 6. That was Hilliard.
Hilliard's arms into the 3A court. Hallie serves again. Libero passes this one up, tipped over. Braves are there. Back set to Christensen. Dug up on the angle by the Bolts. They'll go to the outside. Dug by Taylor Campbell.
Tight.
Ooh, Christensen went up to swing on the second attack, but I think she missed it. It was tight, and Hilliard was there. 2016. Piper Martin serves. Mackey with a good pass this time. Out to Charlie Noonschwander, and that's a hitting error into the net by Charlie. She's got a high percentage on the outside though, but doesn't get it past. I don't think it got blocked on that one. I think she hit it into the net.
She did. There wasn't a touch. It was low.
Yeah, she was late or it was low, one of the two or both.
Yeah, I know Charlie's been fighting shin splints. I don't know if
all
that has
season.
anything to do with it, but Lady Braves just not playing Lady Braves volleyball today.
No, and Coach Schwab's he's calling already called a timeout. They're huddled up talking about things right now. This Thunder Basin team comes in as the number 2 seed from the east side. They lost to Laramie in the regional championship. And they've got a good experienced team with 6 seniors, a great setter that leads the team. Libero does a nice job in the back too.
Yeah, and their hitters are good.
Yeah, but nobody awesome, nobody outstanding, right? They're just solid. They don't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And Lady Braves are making most of those mistakes right now. Here's the serve. Casey with the pass. She'll push it over with 2 hands deep and get the kill. Not exactly the attack you want, but it was a kill. Better than a free ball.
Right, we'll take it. It worked. She's going to have a seat, and Avery England checks in. It seems like that's Lady Braves volleyball, though. You do something good, and then you rotate out.
Yeah, that's happened a lot this year. England with the serve. Short serve. Libero plays it up to the middle. Roll shot. Hallie plays it up. Bump set by Cameron out to Taylor Campbell. Roll shot to the middle is dug up by the Bolts, so they'll tip it back over. Campbell plays it up. Christensen sends it over. Bolts are there. Outside again down the line. Hallie digs it. Bump set by Mackey. Taylor Campbell with a standing swing. Bolts dig that up. Martin goes outside again. Tipped. Campbell's there. Hallie gives it back to her. Through the block, dug by the setter. Libero will bump set to the outside. Middle back, Braves play it up and over with some chicken wings. In system are the Bolts. Tipped by the setter. England gets under it. Campbell swings again. Libero gets under it. To the outside. Push deep down the corner. Mackey saves it with one arm. England on the run. Can't get to it. Avery dives clear into the Lady Braves bench. Another long rally that the Bolts come out on top, and those are just heartbreakers.
Yeah.
You work hard, stay in the rally, and then lose the point at the end. Catch him with the serve. Good pass, in system. Noonschwander off the block, out of bounds. That's a kill. Charlie gets in on the action. She's been quiet. And guess what? She checks out.
Ruby Hill checks in. Cameron back to serve.
Mackey with a good serve. Good pass. Quick attack in the middle. Off of Hokinson. Mackey tries to save it. Can't. That was a quick attack out of the middle. Went between the block of the Lady Braves.
Yeah, Rogie with a great swing.
23-18. Bolts 2 points away from taking set 2. Ooh, serve off, dribbles off the net. Braves keep it alive. Christensen will swing. Dug up by Ketchum. Quick middle, and that's out. Barnes hits it out. So Braves get it back.
And Addie Christensen rotates back to serve.
Number 6, Kylie Feldman.
23-19. Braves need a run. Christensen with the serve. Passed up by McGrath. Outside to Mooney. Big swing. Dug up by Mackey. Sent over by Campbell. Right side attack dug by Mackey. Lunch ball, and the Bolts put it away. So Cameron doing everything she can back there to dig up. Ball's getting through the block. And the Bolts just too powerful, too in system right now for the Lady Braves. Set point. Ware with a good pass. Hallie tips it over. Bolts are there. They send it back on 2. Braves are there. Lunch ball. Nope, that's a miss hit by Mooney. So the Braves get it back on the lunch ball. The flubbed lunch ball.
Yeah, Taylor Campbell back to serve again. Shayna Casey front row.
24-20, set point number 2 for the Bolts. McGrath with a good pass. Quick in the middle, tipped. Casey plays it up, but it's a lunch ball to Martin, and she puts it away. So Lady Braves drop set 2. 20-25. They'll switch sides. Hopefully come up with a new game plan.
All right, Coach, what would you say right now?
Somehow, I'd try to light a fire. I don't know, you got to know your kids, right, in this situation. Is it a screaming, fiery coach that fires them up right here, or is it a let's take a deep breath, let's refocus?
Or is it a team captain that says, hey,
yeah, is it a leader?
Let's go. Like, this is
steps
it.
Up.
Nothing to lose at this point. Lady Braves need to come out swinging.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to lose right here. So.
And that's what I feel like, Brandy. Like, our kids are just tight.
They're nervous. You can see it.
We're tight. We're like our defense. I have not seen us struggle as much defensively as I have in this match.
Yep, there's definitely an X factor going on right now for the Lady Braves. Just the nerves. If a team they've never faced, obviously.
Right.
New faces coming at them, swinging at them. A different offense they're looking at. Blockers are struggling to get there and close things off.
Well, and Thunder playing a pretty flawless game, let's be honest. They haven't made a lot of mistakes.
No.
Their passing is good. They've picked up a lot of stuff. However, Lady Braves are out of system majority of the time because of our passing, which is really, really hurting us.
Yeah, they're just struggling really on all aspects of the game right now, which we haven't seen them do, especially down the stretch here.
But they need to focus on the things they can control, right? We can control our talk, we can control our excitement, and dang it, we're dang good passers. Like, we can pass the ball.
Yeah, serve receive really needs to be the thing that I think triggers this comeback, because if we're not in system, then we can't get all of our attackers involved and keep. If we can get attackers involved, then maybe they can keep Thunder out of system a little more than what they've been doing and give themselves a chance on defense. And those things are all easier said than done. When you're at the state tournament, it's a whole new setting, it's a whole new environment, and it's just different. It's an adjustment. So we'll see if the Lady Braves can make that adjustment here in set 3 as they come out of their huddle. We'll see if we've got any changes to the lineup. Taylor Campbell coming in set 2. Did a pretty good job
She played some really good defense.
A sophomore coming off the bench. Looks like Addie Christensen will be the first server.
Yeah, so we're rotated back to 3.
But I don't think Lady Braves are serving. So Addie needs to maybe come up on serve receive here. She's smiling. Thunderbolts will have the first serve. It looks like we did spin the dial a little bit. Maybe to rotation 3, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think it's 3. I think it's 4.
Yeah, it is 4.
So Mackey will check in for Noon Schwander. Lady Braves on serve receive.
We are doing some different things because Avery England is also in there. She's front row. Katie Campbell's back row. So
so Coach Schwab trying something different, and why not with the way things are going? I don't blame him. Try a little different rotation here. See what can happen. So they're doing a lineup check right here, trying to get everybody in the right place because it's a different
it's something
lineup.
We have never seen before.
It is different. So there's a little confusion. Coach Schwab's asking the down official to double check everybody's,
which is wise,
in the right place.
That's a good move just to make sure.
All right, I think we're about ready. Piper Martin back to serve for the Thunderbolts, and we are underway here with set 3. England with the pass. Hokinson will come way off again. She'll give it back to Avery. Tips deep down the line. Oh, Libero slides way off the court.
Oh, and we're going to get a kill.
They almost saved that. She ran a mile for that ball and slid another mile and almost saved it, but Avery ends up getting the kill on that. So the official's actually talking to that libero because she slid into the wall way back there.
All right, Addie Christensen back to serve.
Jump serve by Addie. Off the tape. Ooh, they keep it alive, though. They're going to play it over. Mackey up to Hoganson. Quick in the middle to Hill. That's a kill by Ruby. So right out of the gate, Lady Braves in system and get a kill out of the quick middle. Christensen will serve again. Ooh, that one's into the net. Miss hit. Just didn't get her hand on it very well.
She's going to come out. Braxton Ware will have a seat. Ketchum rotates back to serve for Thunder.
Jump serve by Ketchum. Short. Mackey gets under it. Hoganson comes off to the 10-foot line. Middle to Hill. Dug by Ketchum. Martin outside down the line. That's in by Mooney right on the line. So that's a nice swing by Mooney from the outside. She gets the kill. Ketchum will serve again. Short serve. Mackey plays this one up in system. Outside to England. Boom! Avery puts some force behind that. Tools it off the block. And gets the kill.
A little bit of different energy with this group of kids. Starting with a little more than what we've seen. Now Avery's going to rotate back to serve, and Shayna Casey will come in front row for Taylor Campbell.
Avery serves deep. Martin will go outside off the block. Dug by Ware. Howie's going to go outside to Shayna. Tip down the line. Ketchum's there. Martin will tip, and she finds the hole. The diving Braxton Ware can't get to it. Martin is sneaky.
She is. She disguised that well. Yeah. She's very experienced. She's really good at that, and we know it's coming.
Yeah, she gets 5 or 6 kills a set as a setter, and you can see why.
Yeah, McGrath hits it into the net. Ruby Hill rotates back to serve, and Charlie Neuschwander checks in front row. Lady Braves up by 1, 4-3.
Ruby with the serve off the net, out of bounds. That's a serving error.
She has a seat. Mackey checks back in. And number 10, Hofstreiter, goes back to serve.
Here's Ware with the pass. Middle to Casey. She tools it off the block. And that's a kill for Shayna out of the middle. And Lady Braves side out.
And we are in rotation 1 now. Hallie is back to serve.
Good serve by Hallie. Passed up by McGrath. Martin goes outside to Mooney. Dug by Mackey. Oh, and England can't run it down.
You know, that Cameron was there, just a little high off of her arms.
Yet just misread it a little bit, did Cameron in the middle back there. She knows she can get to that ball. Back to serve is Hilliard. Down the line, nice pass by Avery England. Outside to Charlie Neuschwander. Down the line, no. Charlie misses that one wide. Right idea. The line is open. Hilliard back to serve again. Thunder up by 1. Braves need to win set 3. Ooh, good float serve. England gets under it. Braves can't get it over. Hallie on the run to save it. It was tight.
They should have went up and tried to poke it over.
Yeah, Christensen and Casey kind of look at each other and let it
just
drop.
Just stick an arm out.
Hilliard serves again. No,
the net.
That's an error. The Braves get it back.
All right, Shayna Casey is going to serve. And Avery England is up front. We have 3 attackers, Charlie, Addie, and Avery in the front.
Casey with the serve. In system here are the bolts. Tipped over. That's out of bounds by Martin. So Braves get a point. And Casey will go back to serve again. Out of system this time. Bolts are going to have to free ball this one over. Mackey, Hoganson, Christensen on the right side. There's the kill. So in system leads to a kill for the Lady Braves. And they get it back. And Casey will go back to serve again. Casey serves short, down the line.
Ketchum has to tip. She's blocked by Addie.
So Martin sets Ketchum on the outside, kind of a tight ball, and Addie Christensen goes up with authority and shoves it back down. So Braves up by 2. Casey will serve again. Ketchum. Martin will give it back to her on the outside. On the angle, dug by Casey. Noonschwander tips it over and gets it. Charlie races Hallie Hokanson to the tight ball and tips it over.
It was actually really pretty. She went up sideways and just tipped it on down.
She says, stay there, Hallie. I'll take this one. Casey serves again. That's an ace. Off of Ketchum, out of bounds. So Shayna Casey, who doesn't normally have serving duties,
she comes out and says, boom, and I like it.
Yeah, giving Coach Schwab a little attitude there, like, hey, that's why I should be serving. That's what I can do. So Thunderbolts take a timeout. Try to slow down the Star Valley momentum right here as the Braves lead 11-7 in set 3. Down 2 sets to none, dropping the first set 19-25, second set 20-25. So still in it, still playing the Bolts close, but definitely not playing the Star Valley volleyball we've seen the last 2 or 3 weeks.
No, but this is better than the first 2 sets we saw. I'll take this improvement and hope that we can just keep moving on up.
Both teams back on the court. Shayna Casey set to serve again. Short serve, passed up by McGrath. Tight, right side, dug by Shayna. It goes right back over. So the Bolts go outside, down the line. Mackey's there, outside to England. She's blocked, covered up by the Braves. England will tip it over. Martin's going to go outside again. That's on the angle, and Casey overplayed it. She was floating to her right. Ball comes back to the left.
To the left, so she's stuck. But she's going to have a seat. Taylor Campbell's going to come back in and take some back row duties. And we are in this rotation that I think we almost started with.
Yeah, it's close to that. Here's a good pass by Mackey. Back set, Christensen.
Big
Tool! Off the block and the kill. Addie gets the kill. Nice pass by Mackey. Good back set by Hokanson. 12-8. Braves up by 4. Cameron has had the hardest time hanging on to a ball.
There's 2 balls.
Yeah. Mackey will serve. There's her short serve. They do get under it. They go outside to Ketchum, dug up by Campbell. Back set to Christensen again on the angle. Bolts are there. Martin will swing. Hallie has to dig this one up, so bump set by Mackey. Out to England. She swings on the angle. Ketchum's there. Quick set in the middle. Braves is there on the block.
Nobody's there. Ruby Hill.
Hill gets the block with Christensen on the quick middle attack. So Braves definitely picking up the intensity on defense and playing a little more in system right now. Mackey serves into the net. She wants that one back. She doesn't miss those very often.
No, she does not. Martin's going to rotate back to serve.
So Braves on serve receive right here with a 4-point lead. England with a pretty good pass. Middle to Hill. She tips. Bolts get under it. Bump set to the outside. Oh, on the angle by Ketchum. Campbell let it go thinking it was out, and it lands right on the sideline. So that's a kill for Ketchum. And a point for the Bolts. Martin serves again, this time to Mackey. Shanked pass. England has to help her. Free ball by the Lady Braves. Martin will go outside to Ketchum down the line. Hallie's there. England sends it over on 2.
Got it.
Finds the floor. So heads up play there by Avery England. to send it over on the second contact and get the kill.
And here's Addie to serve.
Christensen with a 4-point lead. Passed up this time. Martin's going to go middle. Ooh, that one gets between the blockers. That middle is not actually in the middle. They push it to the outside, like the middle and the outside hitter.
Right, it's a three.
They're on top of each other, right?
Yeah, and so it's hard to read. And then it was just kind of a soft roll shot.
It's just a strange attack that the Lady Braves are having to look at. Here's Mackie Hokanson out to England. She tools it off the block and gets the kill. So good pass again by Mackie. Hokanson goes outside to England, and she gets the kill.
And she'll rotate back to serve, and Casey comes in front row.
Avery with the standing float serve deep. They play it up. They're going to free ball this to the Lady Braves. Casey will send it right back over deep. Thunderbolts play it up. They'll send another free ball over. Mackie. Bump set by Hokanson to Casey. It's tight.
Oh!
She did it. I don't think she jumped.
She did it. She was kind of backpedaling and then coming forward and gets it.
It was tight, and she kind of just raced up to the net and swung at it and tooled it off the block out of bounds. I'm not sure how she did that. England serves again. In system. Back set. Blocked by the Braves. Dug by the libero. Outside to Mooney. England with the dig on the angle. Outside to Casey.
Yes.
Between the block this time. Middle back gets the kill.
Casey putting it away, and I like it.
17-11. Braves with a 6-point lead here with a little different lineup. England serves again. McGrath up to Martin. Quick in the middle. Ware gets a piece of it. Mackie gets a piece of it. Oh, and they can't keep it alive.
England almost gets a piece of it.
All three of those back row players diving after the ball, trying to keep it alive.
Here's McGrath to serve the libero.
Ware with the pass. Hallie on the run to left front. She plays it up, and Casey can't get to it. That's a nice effort by Hallie, but she had to go a long ways to get that ball. So 13-7. McGrath serves again.
Out of bounds.
That one's out. England and Ware duck and let it go.
Charlie's going to check in. Cam has a seat for a second. Ruby to serve.
Braves with a 5-point lead here in set 3. In system come the Bolts. Quick attack in the middle. Noonschwander blocks it, but they cover it. Hokanson with the block. Tip. England with the pancake. Charlie will send it over on 3. Martin's going to set quick again in the middle. England's there. Hokanson will go out to Casey.
She clips the line.
Yeah, blocks it, drops right behind her.
Hofstreiter there with a block, and now she'll rotate back to serve.
18-14. England with a good pass. Here's the slide by Noonschwander. No,
out of bounds.
That's out, no touch. Charlie going down the line on that slide, just a little too much on it. Didn't get her hand over the top of the ball that time. 3-point lead for the Braves. Ware with the pass this time. Outside to Casey. Swing on the angle. Dug up by McGrath. Out to Mooney. Blocked by the Braves. Comes back over. Casey, Hokanson, Noonschwander. Off the block. Dug up in the middle. Back. Tip by the setter.
Oh.
She gets it that time. England and Ware both dive to the middle for it and can't keep it alive.
What would you say if I told you that's Martin's 9th kill of this match? She's the setter.
I would say that doesn't surprise me, and she may end up leading her team in kills. Hokanson tips. Dug up by the Bolts. She tips it right back, and it goes off of Ware out of bounds. So Martin with another one. She's just killing the Braves on that second ball contact.
She's smart and crafty with that ball.
It comes over quickly, and the Braves have yet to really read that and get it. Here's a hitting error by Casey into the net. Oh, they're going to call the Bolts in the net on that.
Okay.
I
believe they called Martin in the net.
I couldn't tell what number. It was either her or Barnes, because Barnes was looking a little guilty.
But she got busted.
She did. 19-17. Braves dodge a bullet there. Outside to Mooney.
And
That's
a hitting error.
into the net that time. Luckily, because Braves weren't getting there on the block. So Braves take a 3-point lead with Hallie Hokanson to serve. Deep serve, yes, that's an ace.
The line. Hallie coming in clutch for the Lady Braves. That's her third ace. Thunder wants a timeout as the Lady Braves are in the red zone, do I dare say.
They're in the red zone first here in set 3. Hallie serves that ball all the way across the court, and it lands in the deep corner. Bolts let it go thinking it was going to float out of bounds, and it lands right on the line. So she gets the ace, and Thunder Basin takes a timeout, their second timeout of this game, this set. So they're out of timeouts, and the Braves with a 4-point lead right now with a little different lineup here in set 3. Different faces on the floor in different positions.
And
things seem to be clicking.
Yeah, and kudos to the Lady Braves for being flexible and willing to give it a go.
That's not an easy adjustment to make, especially in this situation. We're back in play. Hokanson serves deep again. Here comes a free ball from the Bolts. Mackey nails the pass. Hokanson will go out to Casey. Dug up by McGrath. Out of system again. Another free ball. England. Hokanson has to come way off the net. Christensen swings from the 10-foot line and hits it out of bounds. So Lady Braves give it right back out of the timeout.
Hilliard will go back to serve.
21-18. 3-point lead. Serve down the line. Oh, off of England. That's an ace. She shanks that one. That ball, she served it right down the line at England. Avery, her arms were moving as that ball contacted them, and that's never a good result. Hilliard will go back to serve again. That was deep.
Out of bounds.
Goes out. Braves get it back.
Casey will rotate back to serve. Lady Braves now have 3 hitters or attackers in the front row, Avery, Addie, and Charlie.
Hallie's back row right now with Cameron Mackey. Shayna Casey serves. Passed up, back set quick. That's a hitting error, out of bounds. So Barnes hits it out. Braves dodge another one there with the quick attack. Casey will serve again. Lady Braves 2 points away from taking set 3. McGrath with a good pass. Martin goes out to catch him. Dug on the angle by Casey. Hallie's going to go out to Avery England. Roll shot to the middle. Bolts send it back over. Charlie Noonschwander sends it right back. And here come the Bolts from the outside. Ketchum swings. Casey digs it. Back set to Christensen. Down the line. It hits the line judge on the foot, and he's out of bounds. So that's going to be out. So Addie doesn't miss it by far, but the Bolts get it back. With Barnes to serve, Braves up by 3. Short serve off the tape. Taylor Campbell saves it nicely. England with the swing. Dug up. Martin's going to go out to catch him. Short middle. Diving by Mackey. Sent over by Hokanson. Bolts are there. Quick. There's that push to the 3 in the middle.
By Rogie.
And she punches it down the front of the Lady Braves block. So the Bolts keep it. Here's Barnes to serve again. Campbell with a great pass. Noonschwander comes around out of the middle, dug up by the Bolts. Martin goes quick to middle.
Block.
There's the block by Noonschwander and Christensen. So the same play two times in a row, and the Lady Braves say not this time. And they go to set point with Cameron Mackey to serve. Here's Martin to the outside. Ketchum between the block of Hill and Christensen, and she gets the kill. Boy, they go to the outside a lot, and Braves not able to stop them that time. So set point number 2 for the Lady Braves with Martin to serve. Short serve. Hill has to take the second ball. England will push it over. McGrath up to Piper. Outside, again, there's a kill by Ketchum. Just over the block, drops in the middle back.
Lady Braves just need one play.
1 point.
One play.
Coach Schwab's going to call a timeout right here to talk it over and see what they can set up right here and try to get this side out and this set to push it to a fourth set. Thunderbolts have closed it to within one with Piper Martin, their server, or their setter, serving. And she's got a good serve. She's kept the Lady Braves out of system most of the night with her serve.
Yeah.
Right now for the Lady Braves, Cameron Mackey, Taylor Campbell, and Avery England passing on serve receive. Addie Christensen right front. Ruby Hill will hit out of the middle, and Avery England will hit from the outside. Martin to serve. Ooh, Taylor takes it with one hand. England hits that one out. So Campbell was going to let it go. Sticks her arm out at the last second.
Like a dang good pass.
It was a perfect
one arm
pass. Martin serves again. Campbell under this one. Bump set by Hallie. Christensen swings from the right side. Roll shot. McGrath gets under it. Barely. Free ball from the Bolts. Campbell. Hallie. Middle to Hill. Dug up. Tight ball to the net. It actually comes over. England passes it. Christensen's blocked. Braves cover it. They send a free ball back. Here come the Bolts. Quick middle attack, and that's a kill.
Rogie
in the middle. So just like that, the Bolts close it. They are at set point. (25-24). Thunder Basin up by 1. And Lady Braves call a timeout.
And this one is the final one. Thunder doesn't talk very long. They're ready to take the court.
Yeah,
Lady
they're
Braves
already back
taking
out.
their time, letting the server think about it for a second.
Braves kind of stuck in this rotation right now and have let the Bolts come back on a 4-point swing. Braves back out on the floor. Both coaches have used both timeouts. And Piper Martin set to serve again. Campbell with a good pass. Hokinson goes quick middle to Ruby. Tipped over the block. McGrath is there. Outside to catch him. She tips. Oh, going out of bounds, but Mackey plays it up. Lady Braves will send a free ball over. In system are the Bolts. Outside to catch him. Dug with one hand by Campbell. England sends it over with 2. Here come the Bolts again. There's the quick middle, and they put it away. They put it away on that quick 3 to the middle.
24-26. Heartbreaker for the Lady Braves.
Come back to win the third, 24-26, and that's a sweep by the Bolts. Lady Braves had their chances down the stretch. Multiple set points.
You know, and I hate to say it, but just not the best volleyball we've seen our girls play. Nerves. I don't know. Maybe it's the 3 trips to Casper in a row. You know,
maybe the bus ride finally did us in.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we could speculate a lot of things, but I do think the nerves, the tightness in those first 2 sets, they just did not look like their usual selves, especially what we saw last weekend at regionals. You know, we talked about Coach Schwab's comments about just playing relentless defense, and we really didn't see that sense of urgency on defense. But again, not to make excuses, but just a different attack coming from the Thunder Basin offense.
Yeah, Thunder's the only people that I've seen run that with that middle and that outside so close, running like
almost a tandem, right?
Yeah,
they're
really
stacked on top of each other, and they shoot it to the outside, and sometimes the middle takes it, sometimes the outside takes it. And you could tell it really threw our blockers off, trying to time who to jump with out there.
And just defense coming from a different angle.
Yeah, and coming fast. Definitely a quick attack there. I think all those are factors. So, you know, again, I think this has been, 4 or 5 years in a row, Lady Braves dropped this first round match. Just can't get over that hump. I do think the east side of the of the state plays a little higher level of volleyball, but I feel like the west side is closing that gap a little bit too every year. You know, we saw some really close matches tonight. The first two went 5 sets, with Evanston almost upsetting Laramie.
And then Green River actually advancing. So we do have one person from our side.
Yeah, West Side does. That was the 2 seed beating the 3, which you would assume, but it was still a close match and went 5 sets there also.
Yeah.
And this was a 2 seed over a 3 seed also with the Lady Braves. So the Braves will drop down into that consolation bracket, and I believe they play at 2:30 tomorrow.
You're correct, and most likely it will be against Cheyenne East, who is set to play Kelly Walsh.
Although the way things have gone tonight, who knows? I have not seen East play. They are the 4 seed from the east side. Kelly Walsh, obviously the 1 seed from the west side, winning the regional tournament last week in Natrona. Kelly Walsh obviously going to be very difficult to beat. They play a lot of good volleyball, but Lady Braves did take a set from them last weekend and, you know, showed that they are mortal. They can be beat, and Green River has won a match against them this week or this year too.
Yeah.
So
Green River playing some scrappy ball.
So let's go over a few quick numbers really quick, Coach, if you've got them, and then we'll sign off for tonight.
Yeah, Lady Braves, Avery England ending with 4 kills, Peyton Hokinson with 2, Hallie Hokinson 3 aces, 2 kills, Addie 4 blocks, 5 kills, Ruby Hill 4 blocks, 3 kills, Shayna Casey an ace, a block, 10 kills, Charlie Neuschwander 2 blocks, 4 kills, Tammy Campbell with 1 block for Thunder. Ketchum 1 block, 10 kills, Mooney 7 kills, Martin 10 kills, so she did end up tying with Ketchum, and Ketchum usually does lead their team in kills.
Right.
Yeah, Hilliard with 2 aces, Rogie 1 block for 5 kills, Hostrader 2 blocks, 2 kills, and then Barnes ending with an ace, a block, and 6 kills. So you can tell from our stats, we were just not in system.
No, those aren't the usual numbers we run through in the post-game report with the Lady Braves. Definitely, those numbers are down, right?
Yeah,
in all categories. And, yeah, when the other team's setter is one of your leading attackers, number one, you know they're pretty good.
Right.
And number two, you know, and Lady Braves knew this because we talked about this in pregame, Coach Schwab's scouting report. They knew that she would tip, and she doesn't just tip. She sends it over deep. She sends it over quick. She sends it to a different place every time she sends it over on that second contact. So it's not like you
know
can
what
guess
she's gonna do
where it's going.
her.
It could be going anywhere when she contacts that ball, whether she sends it over or whether she sets her hitters. So nice job by Piper Martin, the setter of Thunder Basin. But I got to give Coach Schwab, a few kudos on changing up his lineup in the third set.
You know, as a coach, it's kind of hard to do.
It's scary.
Especially at the end of the season.
Yep.
You know, like you don't know if your girls are going to be able to adjust to a new rotation, how they're going to play against new or next to people that they're not used to playing with.
Right.
There's a bunch of different factors. And Lady Braves, kudos to them and to Coach Schwab going in and actually looking not too shabby.
Well, yeah, just about coming back and getting that third set with a different lineup and some younger players on the court with Taylor Campbell, Avery England playing all the way around on that outside hitter position. And, you know, that's obviously not easy to do in any situation, but in the first round of the state tournament when nerves are tight anyways, you throw some young kids on the floor and you change up the lineup and, you know, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to be a disaster or the kids are going to step up and figure it out. And the Lady Braves did a good job
they did.
of figuring out that new rotation and playing hard in it and making it close. You know, I thought they had that third set.
No, and Peyton Hokinson, I didn't see Taylor Campbell come in. I don't know if Peyton got hurt. We know she's been struggling with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, she's had one nagging her and kind of irritated it in practice this week. So I think that's why maybe she came out. You know, they were going to give her a go and see how it went, and I think that's why they made that adjustment. And Taylor Campbell come in and did a nice job.
Playing you know, pretty
Yeah,
solid
she's got some ice in her veins for sure, and had some pretty amazing digs and passes, and even swung at the ball a few times.
Yeah.
So nice job for the youngster there, coming in a really tough situation for sure. Well, we're going to sign off for tonight from the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper, Wyoming. Lady Braves dropping this opening round match to the Thunder Basin Thunderbolts in 3. They will move down to that consolation bracket and play at 2:30 tomorrow. We'll be live to bring you more Braves volleyball on SVI Media. We do not know who they play yet. We anticipate that'll be Cheyenne East, but that will have to be determined in this next match here against Kelly Walsh Trojans. So Brandy Taylor, Patience Jenkins signing off for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with more 4A state volleyball from Casper, Wyoming. Go Braves!